Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off in the last episode, and that was to build a platform, as you guys can see up here, for our Tesla tower. So I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm trying the steel tiles, and I think they can shoot through them. I believe they don't have to use the bridges, but we're going to try it, and hopefully this doesn't fail. Because if they can't fire underneath it, that's going to pose some issues, and they're probably going to get destroyed. But we're going to try it out, and this may be something I regret in the future and be like, oh, I can't believe I did that. But hopefully I am right on this one. I believe I am. But, man, it's what a risk to take on it. We're going to do it. We are going to do it, though. Okay, so where are our portals, our hatches? I believe they're on this one, actually, at the front. Okay, so we have our iron doors being made, so we're going to go ahead and throw those down here, right there. We have our iron hatches being made as well, so we're going to go ahead and throw those down. And let's see, we're going to put this one right here. We have to wait for it to get done first before we can do that. To put another one on the top, that is. So let's go ahead and put this right there. There we go. Letting us know they couldn't get up there. So they can get right there. We're going to go ahead and use some of our doors. This item can only be placed on a back wall. Okay, so we got to put a back wall there. That's right. What are we going to use? Can we do more of these yet? No, we cannot. And they're making some more of these steel bars. So we just have to wait for them to make some stuff. Let's see, where are they at right here with this? Okay, so making some iron doors. Let's see, are they ever going to finish with... What are they doing over here? Where are the bars? I guess they haven't started the bars yet. Let's use some minions. Give them a little bit faster travel time so they can just kind of stay down here and do what they need to do. What about these guys up here? They're delivering stuff. What are you guys doing? You guys are just chilling. Not really doing too much. Why does this guy look so small? Compared to the other ones, he looks a lot smaller. A lot thinner, too. Yeah, he is dramatically smaller compared to the other guys there. Look at that, guys. Oh, I guess I'm going to try to freeze it, but now it won't even let you. But yeah, if you slow it down and pause it, yeah, look at that right there. Oh, there's even a smaller dwarf. Jeez, I think I've seen this before. We kind of looked at how they look different from one another. But wow, that guy is really small. That one right there in the center. Compared to this one down here on the bottom, yeah, that's a dramatic difference right there. Crazy. Okay, so this guy is finally coming up here to put this thing down. Let's go ahead and put another one here. This thing's going to attack it. It's going to attack it. Let's see what happens. Can we put that down? There we go. I don't really like where this is going. He's actually not attacking it. That's fine. You can do that. Let's see. What if we put the scaffolding over here and take that down? That way it's not right there on top of it. No, it didn't really like that either. Wonder why not. Huh. Let's try this side. It keeps canceling it out for some reason. There we go. Okay, so it seems to be fine with that makeup for whatever reason, and we'll see if it gets there. Let's see, is anybody actually picking it up? They have to come all the way back here to the warehouse, pick it up, and you'll see it on their back when they take off. So nobody has one yet. That means they're not taking it over there yet. But that could also mean that somebody, whether they're really close by or really far away, like this guy right here, had the command. He's like, oh, I'll go get that. And he may be like 60 miles away, and there could be one guy standing right here, and he'll just stand there because the other guy's called it already. It's almost like in baseball where you don't even have to look at the other guy. You just hear him call it. You just get out of the way because chances are you're about to be on the bloopers. And there's a little reel where they're making fun of you because you guys bumped into one another. I love that. I love the fact that these ghosts cannot... I don't know why it annoyed me so much when we first started, having these ghosts come over there and just throw crap out of your warehouse. But seeing them die like that is just so enjoyable. It's crazy because they just annoy me so bad. Here we go. Here we go. Now two. Let's go ahead and do one more. This could be a bad idea, but we got 26 minutes. And these things, yep, they're finally done. So let's go ahead and take this down. And we'll go ahead and start putting... Let's put our doors on first. Back wall, that's right. So we were also waiting on this stuff. We'll make a few of those. 6 of those should be good. We'll do 3 on this side, 3 on this side, And then we'll need another set of 3 on the top. Yeah, so we're going to need a little bit more. And I do want this to be 3 wide in the center. And then 1 on this side and 1 over here. So we're going to need 5 wide. So I'm going to actually have to, you know, come off, I guess, 2 more on this side as soon as those things are done. And it needs a back piece and then a floor as well. So that's what this is that flooring. And I'm hoping it shoots through. Man, I don't think it does, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, you know what I can do is if it doesn't shoot through, I can get rid of the flooring over here and allow it to shoot through that way and just put the bridges down. So that way it's on a good solid platform. It just gets to shoot through. And as long as I only put one of these things down, I'll have the room to kind of mess around with that without having to destroy any of these things, which is something I'm not going to do because they're just so freaking expensive. But I do got to get it protected. I do got to get it covered up here before it gets too late. So I just have to wait for those tiles to get done. Let's actually look at that, drag that down here somewhere. Where are we going to put that? Actually, before we'll put it down over here somewhere. I was going to say, we'll put that cage down as well. Because the more cages we have, the better off we're going to be when they come over here and they get stuck. This Tesla tower will be able to just sit there and annihilate them while they're all just stuck in these cages. Now, I don't know if they can ever break these things. I haven't seen it happen if they can, but if that's the case, I think from now on, I'm just going to put cages down the entire length of this thing and then just have my guys come out here and, you know, break their heads in every so often. Because if I have this entire thing completely filled up, I really don't see them being that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cages here already, but you can see that there's probably enough room for 2, maybe 3 times as many cages as I already have down, and that's a lot of freaking enemies. That's a ton of guys. And I can also put them up here where they spawn. Like, they spawn in these regions, which is completely and totally filled with wood again. I gotta come back up here and get some of that. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you can put them all over the place. There we go, guys. It is finally done. Let's put some of this down right there. Let's actually put our scaffolding down so they can get up there. And we'll have to wait until they, you know, they put that first layer down before we can put the second layer down on top of it. Let's see. We'll get rid of some of this here and put down one right there. And that's going to be the back layer. Of course, I don't necessarily have to use this on the back layer. I think it does give it some strength, maybe. No, it's probably just there for looks. But since we're going with that design, I'm going to go ahead and do it because why not? That's going to look pretty cool, actually. I think I like the whole almost, yeah, I'm going to say it like steampunkish kind of look to it. You know, the Tesla tower and, you know, this kind of railing right here. It definitely brings to light, you know, some kind of steampunkish, you know, look to it. All we really need is some more gears and a little bit of steam kind of shooting out somewhere, and you're set. You know, I think that would actually be pretty cool to see. What do we got? We got money, or not money, but we got power for a portal. And we're going to put that down. It speeds things up a little bit, not too much. Let's go back in here. Can we make some more of these? Yes, we can. So we probably made too many of there. 24, probably more than we needed, and we used a lot of steel to do it. But it's kind of nice to know I have more than enough, and they're going to sit there and make it until I'm good. So let's keep putting this stuff down. We got one more left, which I'm saving for this little piece right here. Let's see. Come on, guys. You can do it. Why did he travel all the way down here to put the piece when he started right here? He could just turn and put the piece down. Oh, he was coming over here to this one. He wanted this end piece before this guy even put his down. I wonder where this guy is. The fact that this guy not only got all the way to base to grab this piece, but got here first all the way down when I think I put this piece down first. So this should have been the first command. There we go. There we go. This is going to be... Oh, no, actually, I think this is the original guy. I think he's coming over here to do this piece still. Yeah, that's why he came all the way down. Yeah, whoever this piece is slow. I don't know where he's coming from, but he needs to be fired. That guy is just not good at his job. Let's see, we're going to do this right here. I don't know if it can fire through this floor in the first place, like I said, but I don't know if it matters, like, what type it is. Like that, he can probably fire through. But this, maybe fire through as well. That, obviously not. This, maybe not as well, but the bridge, maybe. Like, I'm thinking that might be a thing now, but definitely not through a solid block or maybe even a corner piece. And so if he's not able to do it, you may want to sit there and try it and change things up. I'm thinking I'm going to do that anyways as I go through and I have the resources to, you know, kind of play around with this. Once I know this works, I might try changing up the little pieces here in the center when there's guys down here trapped at the very end, just to see if they can fire through some of it. But be careful of messing with the stuff underneath it, because if you mess with that too much, this thing may break and fall through, or you may drop one of your dwarves down there. So it's not something you should really play around with if you can afford not to, or if you, at least until you know what you're doing. Let's see. We can take this because we don't need that down there anymore, and this should give us more than enough to get up here and do this side. Now we're gonna have to connect all the pieces up here as well, going that whole full path right there. But since we got that down now, we can finally put some of these doors, these hatches. Let's go ahead and close that up. Go ahead and put some hatches on this side as well. Let's see, we got 2 more done, so we'll do that. And as soon as those are down, we'll put the hatches up there as well. So let's close this up. We don't need that open for now. We will open those up later on so that they can fire through them. In fact, if you don't like the positioning of that, you can always just click on them and move them around like that as well, which is fine. I mean, it's whatever you like, whatever design you like. I think it still performs the exact same, no matter what side they're on, whether they're on the right-hand side or the left-hand side. If it's able to fire through, it's still able to fire through, because I think you're firing a certain number of spaces and not necessarily the distance within a space, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's, you know, you're going to be fine on that one, to be honest. You don't really have to worry about it, other than aesthetics, if you want to make sure your whole thing looks a certain way. Now we are going to put some light in here. Just, oh crap, we can't do that, can we? I guess we don't have to be honest. We might, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll put some light in these corner pieces, because these corner pieces I don't think I'm going to cover up. I think it's just going to be the hatches here and the portals here, and the little leaves will only grow on objects that have a backdrop. So this area on the center is perfectly fine. You're not ever going to get anything to grow in here, but you will get stuff to grow on the surrounding area of this, you know, in the corners basically, where I'm not going to put anything. So I'll put the lights there. It will make it look pretty cool. I don't know why I'm getting so much lag here, guys. I do apologize. Hopefully we can write it out and see if it fixes itself. If not, I'll go ahead and stop the video here in a minute and maybe edit this piece out. But yeah, occasionally the game does this. It kind of freaks out a little bit, and you just kind of have to wait for it to fix itself. There we go. Is it fixing itself now? No. Give it a second. There we go. Okay, I think that fixed it. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's like it had too many things to do, and it just couldn't quite figure out which way to go on that one. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what was going on there. I went ahead and stopped it there, and hopefully this fixed. Yeah, that fixed it. So yeah, what I was saying before is we're going to go ahead and put these torches here. I think that's going to look pretty cool. Now, at some point, I probably will chop these torches down and put something better there as far as the light, the little picture of it, because this is going to be a pretty cool looking area, and I want it to be as cool looking as possible, which means kind of, you know, making it fancy in a certain way. And so I'm gonna take that extra little mile, or go that extra little mile, and make sure it looks good. Now, I wish you kind of needed to fill in this back area with something, because it will only make sense in a three-dimensional game that if you have gargoyles coming through and it's protected on the sides and on the top, but not the other sides, that this would be a problem. This would pose some serious issues. But in a two-dimensional game, this completely and totally makes sense, so I get it. But maybe at some point, figuring a way to make it where it is kind of three-dimensional. I don't know if they're even going to go that route. That may be just kind of too much to ask for, to be honest, for them to come up with some way of maybe me coming over here and highlighting my cursor over it and seeing that the Tesla towers are wrapped inside of a building, even though I can't really see it because it is three-dimensional and it's, you know, covered on one side and the other. But I don't know, there might be a way to do it. I don't even know if people want to even see that. It may not even be a thing, but you guys will definitely have to let me know. Let's see, we got 8 more towers. We're going to put down at least 1 more row of these things. And as I said before, if it turns out that this does not work out, I'll just chop down the little areas here in the center and change that to something else. And that way these things can still fire, you know, kind of underneath themselves. And they do ricochet off of other ones. So as long as they can hit one every so often, then they're going to be fine. They're going to be able to hit everything underneath this thing and not really be, you know, worried about it too much. Let's see, finally you came over here. I don't know where you've been, but they managed to put down everything else over here, and you're still coming over here to do this. This is a little nuts. Okay, let's go ahead and open that up. Yeah, we're probably going to open up all of these. I think it can fire through, but not have the enemy come through as long as it's open. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. We've done it before in the past, but never to this extent where the enemies are this tough. And I just want to make sure we don't lose this stuff in here. I almost really wish we could put down a third tower, because I'm guaranteeing we're going to need that extra protection. But we're going to do without it for now. I'm going to wait until they put this little light in and send all these people back. We can get rid of the scaffolding. In fact, we can get rid of the scaffolding on this side right now and let these guys go back home. I don't know what they're waiting for. Who are they waiting for that doesn't have anything to do? I haven't given these guys much of anything other than to build that, because I've been so obsessed with getting that down. How many things do we got over here? Should I build another row of these? I know I'm going to build one over here. I'm definitely going to build one over here towards this area and kill this little witch. So I think I need to save a little bit for that. But it's only gold. Gold is really not that too difficult to get. I'm probably going to kick myself for saying that, because, you know, when you say things like that, they tend to be like the worst case scenario. Well, now I'll never find another one. As long as I look for it, it just won't happen. How many guys were up here? Jeez. They just keep multiplying. Wow, that was nuts right there. Okay, so what I am going to do... how are we going to do this? You're going to fall right there. You go. What I am going to do is I am going to, I guess, open up this platform right here. Yeah, I'll open up this platform right here, and I guess I'll just leave it open. And the enemies will have to come over here and get through my base. And if I do like the way this system works, I'm probably going to put another tower right here and maybe move this whole row over one more to protect all three of these towers, and maybe put one more in the center of each one of those, and just have this like this one long death trap that they have to come through. So this eventually will be the center. It's kind of off to the side right now, and they may be able to sneak a few more in than I like, but it is only one row down here, and the big ones won't be able to get down here. The small ones will. I'll put down some more traps just in case, but I think as long as I put down more of these steel traps here, I should be fine. So let's actually go in there and see if we can make a few more of those. I think we're probably pretty low on iron, but I mean, if we're lucky, might be able to make one or two. No, they're not in here, are they? There they are. Okay, well, we can make 3. It's not too bad. And what are we missing? We're just missing iron. Okay, so we'll get on that. Wait until that's done. We'll put those down. Now let's go down and see if we can find a little bit more of that iron, since we're pretty much set. We always need a little bit more, right? We always need a little bit more of that resource to be able to build the next, you know, set of things. Which, what actually is it? What are we going towards now? Well, elevator would be nice. Elevator stockpile definitely is a nice thing to get. Steel doors. At some point, if I had the iron, I definitely would. What about down here? We do need to make some more gold. We do have tons of it now, don't we? No, just 2. Well, we'll do the gold. What else can we make right there? No, we don't really quite have anything that we can make with these, because we just don't have the resources yet. But although, look how much it goes up when you make one. Wow. What about a gold helmet? Okay, so as soon as it gets done, we're able to make 1 gold helmet. We just need to find a little bit more gold somewhere. And it does look like there might be something over here. There's a little ladder, guys. Let's check this out. Let's put one of our guys here. Have them come over. Actually, let's go this route, since there's already a ladder there. And we'll see what's down here. I'm hoping at this point now there might be another base, because that is amazing on the resources. I love going down there and getting one of those bases. Now that I have the equipment and the manpower, and I don't have to worry about the top kicking my butt as much as it is now. Where's the house wall destroyed? I don't know, but we're coming down here regardless. We'll go up there and look at whatever the house wall was destroyed in a second. Oh, that's right. Okay. We need one more hatch. Do we have a hatch of any kind? We have a wooden one in the worst place possible. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it for now. We'll close it up. And let's put it right there. Okay, so it looks good. Let's go back over where our guys are getting attacked. We'll tell them to come over here. We'll put one more portal down. That way they can get out if they need. And I'm kind of interested to see what more could be down here. But I like the way it's looking so far. I like the fact that there's iron here. This is exactly what I want. and a few more enemies. You know, it's always nice to get a little bit more experience. Oh wow, what are they doing? Why are they fighting it on a ladder? And why is he going after just one specific dwarf? You know, he really, really wants that guy. He wasn't worried about any of these other ones just sitting there attacking him, which I guess worked out for me quite well. But for him, that was just bad planning, guy. That was just not a good move on your behalf. That was just stupid. It was just crazy for you to do that. You missed out on so much of the damage you could have been doing because you just, you know, went after one guy. What's over here? I kind of want to go over there. Well, we're going over there regardless, but let's see. I can't really force them to go over here unless I take over one of them, so I'm just going to force them to go over by actually chopping stuff down. And we're going to open up one of these enemies here and take him out as well. Fisher's Book increases the speed at which fish are caught. I kind of wish you had a little bit more like sim involved in it so that you could spawn certain fish. You know, get a certain number of them of different types and put them in a location of your choosing or your creation that would allow them to spawn, or maybe even like mix different ones together so you can get different types of food out of it and give you that ability to not only change your surroundings but change like the creatures around them. You know, like you can do in real life where you can cross-pollinate, you know, flowers and stuff like that to give you an entirely different breed of, you know, tulip or something like that. So let's grab that. We need a portal. Let's do the portal over here. Yeah, look at that. A little bit more iron and a big entrance down here. Let's go ahead and put some lights down just in case. We'll put some lights over here. Oh, it's an ant farm. That's what it is, an ant farm. Okay, well, we're gonna fight it. We're gonna kill these guys. We are gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care how many guys of mine are destroyed. No, I'm just kidding. They're not gonna get destroyed. Hopefully, they have health potions. They have really good armor, and as soon as they get their butts down here, they're gonna have some really good experience as well. So, come on, guys. What are you waiting for? Do it, man. Do it. There we go. Nice little trap. I like that. I like how he's just sitting on the surface waiting. Absolutely just waiting for my guys to show up. Now, these things will continue to spawn until you've killed a certain number of them. So if you kill too many, this little, whatever you want to call a little ant farm over here will stop, the little nest. You can see it right here. You can't really destroy this yourself. You can't target it and say destroy it. You just have to kill all the ants that keep popping out of it. Now, if you come over here and decimate it and then wait a little while, they will come back as long as you didn't destroy enough. So you can use that as a way to earn extra experience by basically leaving them there hurt but not quite dead. And it takes a little skill to do. Make sure you don't do too much. You can come down here manually, and of course that helps you do it as well. But somebody that I saw way back when he was doing his, and he's still playing the game, I haven't seen him do an ant farm in a while, but he hasn't really needed to, was Rizakius. If you guys have not seen his videos, I would definitely say head on over there and check him out. But yeah, he has really good videos on how to create one of those little ant farms and earn extra experience. Now that's a two-sided, you know, sword, guys. More experience means more dwarves, but that also means more troops on the enemy's wave. So yeah, that's kind of a rough call on which one I prefer. At this point right now, I think we have a good handle on the situation, and I mine fast enough. I don't think I want an extra dwarf for the trouble that I would get from the enemies. You know, like right now, the dwarf really isn't worth it, but might change my tune in a little bit after, you know, I want to do a whole bunch of things or something. I don't know on that one, to be honest. I don't really think I'm going to change my tune on this anytime soon, but it could happen. Not enough power to cast. Well, we are going to fix that right here. There we go. Let's put that down. Now, we do have a wave incoming in about 9 minutes. That's going to be on the next episode, guys, when we find out if this whole new, you know, setup that we got out there is going to work. And by then, you guys will probably have, you know, put down in the comments section, you're an idiot. Why'd you do that? You know it wasn't going to work. Well, hopefully it does. I still have hope. I don't know for sure. I really don't. I should have been paying more attention. I should know that by now, but I just wasn't paying that close attention to see if that was going to be a thing. So we're going to chop this down right here. We could get some more minions over here. We might do that so our guys will use the portals a little bit less often. If our minions could even get out of here. I don't know if they can get all the way out. But it's a long, long way back for them, so that might not be worth it. By the time they get back to do a second load, this whole area is going to be mine to the Kingdom Come, actually, because we've already pretty much done it. I mean, this is pretty much it here. So I probably should have waited. Oh, yeah. I like that. That's a nice little vein of silver right there. Jeez. That is nice. Okay, what about our portal? 1 minute left on the portal. It's going to need another one down here, so why not put it down? Let's grab this. Oh, man. More resources. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's addictive. Just one more. Just one more. Okay, we're going to grab this. We're going to come up here and get all of these resources. I'm going to need my scaffolding back, though, guys. Sorry. You're going to have to rough it there. You're going to have to climb a little bit. So let's put this down. That should be good right there. We're going to put some torches down as well. That way we can kind of light this area up. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark. And I should have done this before, but I always forget to do it. I always forget to put the torches down. The first level that I did, I made my tunnels look beautiful. They were very well done. You know, all 3 wide, three tall, and Mage Book teaches you how to turn flies into elephants. And it was very beautiful. I liked the way it looked. And then you get to the next level, and it's a little harder, and then a little harder, and then a little harder. And those little touches that you were doing before don't seem to be nearly as important as your survival is once you start getting to those levels. So I've been doing a little bit less of that stuff as time has gone on. And I kind of miss it. I do wish that my tunnels could look a lot more even and not as just, like, this isn't a tunnel. This is just dirt that's been carved out in the most weird and you know, you left resources behind. You know, that drives me nuts too. So I get it if some of you guys out there are like, oh man, why don't you pick up all those resources? It's because there's so much to do, and if you slow down now, you die. Like, you're just gonna lose. You're not gonna be able to beat the game because you're just gonna get out-leveled by all the freaking mobs that just keep spawning. As it is, even now that we have the Tesla towers, I'm not sure if this next wave is going to be, you know, something that I can survive. This thing may just completely annihilate me. They may actually go through and destroy both of my Tesla towers, which would be heartbreaking because I only have 5 more left, and that's 1 more row right here in the center plus 2 more, and that's all I have from this entire map, saving up all the gold and resources that I had. That's all I was able to make, so that's pretty rough. Let's see, what about the gold? We're gonna make a not a gold, but was it a gold one? Yeah, I think it was. A gold helmet. Let's go ahead and make that, guys. Wow, that's going to level us up as soon as it's done. Okay, we can live with that. Again, guys, we're probably going to end the episode here. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below because I do want to hear what you guys have to say about the game, what you think of it so far. How far did you get? Did you get this far in the game, or did you stop after the first few levels? Have you played much of the sandbox? I'm kind of interested to see what the sandbox has in store for us here in a bit as well, guys. So definitely a lot to look forward to, and hopefully you guys will continue to enjoy the series. Again, guys, we will catch you all next time. Thanks again for watching.